Hi, everyone, and welcome to the new school year. My name is Mrs. Bowden, and I'm learning how to be a school counselor with the help of Mrs. Riechart and Mrs. Wildeson. Today, we're going to talk to you about bullying and the Conewago Valley School District Anti-Bullying Program. Here at Conewago Valley Intermediate School, we follow a district-wide anti-bullying program called CARES, which stands for Colonials Always Respect Everyone. We want to make sure all students feel safe while attending school so that you can focus on learning and building friendships. After today's lesson, you should be able to understand how our school defines bullying and how you can be a part of the anti-bullying program. We're going to focus on three main questions. What is bullying? What does bullying look like? And what can you do about it? At some point in your life, it is likely that you have witnessed someone being bullied or may have been bullied yourself. Take some time to consider the questions listed on the slide. Have you ever experienced bullying? Have you seen other students being bullied? What kind of things have bullies done to you or someone you knew? What do you think can be done about bullying? Conewago Valley School District has defined bullying as when someone experiences repeated, disrespectful actions by others. The key word in this definition is the word repeated. We may have experienced times when our friends or classmates do something that we may not like. When someone does something that makes you feel uncomfortable, you need to let them know how you feel and ask them to stop. For example, if someone gives you a nickname, such as Shorty, and it hurts your feelings, you should tell that person that you don't like being called that and ask them to stop. If the person stops calling you Shorty, then there are no concerns. However, if that person has been asked to stop, but they continue to call you that name that you don't like, that is bullying, as they are repeatedly doing what you have asked them to stop. Earlier, when you were thinking about the times you've witnessed or experienced bullying, you may have imagined something different from your friends. Some may have recalled a time someone made fun of a person's hair or the way a person speaks. Some might have seen someone trip another person on purpose. Both of these are different types of bullying, but bullying all the same. At CVSD, bullying is described by 4 different types: physical aggression, verbal aggression, social alienation, and intimidation. Let's explain this further. An easy way to remember physical aggression is to think of things that involve touch. Physical violence occurs when a person physically hurts another person. This can be tripping, pinching, punching. It also includes damaging or stealing somebody's belongings. Physical aggression includes seemingly small actions as well, such as tugging on somebody's hair, shoving, or flicking their ear. Verbal aggression can be easily remembered by hurtful things that are said. This includes mocking others, calling others names, making ethnic slurs, teasing about possessions, appearances, clothing, or other likes and dislikes. Verbal threats also include any time that a person makes a threat to hurt or harm someone. Social alienation occurs when people encourage others to dislike another person. This can include things like spreading rumors, gossiping, wrongfully blaming, making them look foolish, or deliberately excluding others from something the rest of the group is doing. Intimidation is another form of bullying where people are made to feel uncomfortable. Some examples include threatening to tell personal secrets, daring a person to do something inappropriate or disrespectful, not respecting personal space, playing a mean trick on someone, writing mean statements about or to someone, or even giving someone a dirty look. After understanding these 4 types of bullying, take some time to complete this exercise. Pause this video and take your time to read the different scenarios. See if you can identify which situations are considered bullying behavior, and if they are, which type of bullying are they? Feel free to grab some paper and write down your answers. Once you are finished, play the video again. After reading the first 2 statements, you likely noticed that these were examples of physical aggression. One included kicking personal property, the chair, while the other gave an example of stomping on another person's foot. The third statement was an example of social alienation. This bully was spreading rumors about another person and doing it repeatedly, every week. Butting in line at lunch is another example of bullying since it's occurring every day and is intentional. This is considered intimidation because the person is not respecting personal space and is being disrespectful. The next scenario is very similar, but this bully threatens to hurt the person if they tell an adult. Since this bully made a threat to inflict harm, it's an example of verbal aggression. Knocking books out of a person's hands each morning is another example of physical aggression. The last 2 statements might have tricked some of you. Neither one of them are examples of bullying. If a person taps you on the shoulder and sneaks to the other side, they are likely playfully teasing or joking. This could become bullying behavior if the person was told that it is unwanted touch and they were asked to stop, but they continued to do it anyway. In the very last scenario, a person was called a name they did not like and shared how they felt. They were never called that name again. Since the name calling did not repeat itself, there is no concern of bullying behavior. Now that we've reviewed what bullying is and what bullying looks like, let's focus on what you can do should you experience bullying or if you witness it happening to another classmate. We want all students to be a part of the anti-bullying program by being additional eyes and ears for bullying concerns. Anytime you witness someone being bullied or you're bullied yourself, we encourage you to say something. Every classroom in CVIS has a bully box located in each of the classrooms similar to the one pictured here. Each box contains a bullying behavior report card that you can fill out to report a bullying incident. Notice on the card that I have circled the line that says your name. This is the one line that you must be sure to fill out, and someone from the counseling department will follow up with you about what you have seen. Other areas of the card include the name of the student being reported, which is at the top. If you see someone bullying another student, the bully's name will go on this line. There is another place on the card, about halfway down, where you can write the name of the student who is being bullied on the victim line. If you see someone being bullied and you don't know the names of the bully or the victim, you should still fill out the card and write your own name so that someone can talk to you and figure out who was involved. Place your filled out card back in the box and it will be collected. We can all remember a time when we've witnessed someone being bullied or have even been a victim to bullying ourselves. What we don't always see are the long-lasting effects that bullying can have. For this exercise, you will need to find a blank white piece of paper and follow the actions in the video. Take some time to look over your paper. You'll notice that it's smooth, no wrinkles, there are no tears, there are no marks. Overall, this paper looks pretty blemish-free. Now, Go ahead and take your piece of paper and begin to crumple it up into a little ball. Be careful not to rip it as you do this. You may also stomp on this crumpled up piece of paper. You can smush it. You can smack it. You can twist it. Just don't rip it. We are illustrating bullying in all forms: verbal aggression, physical aggression, social alienation, and isolation. Once you have finished crumpling up your paper, begin to slowly unfold it. Notice how different your paper looks, even though it's the exact same paper from before. You could probably still use this paper, but it's not quite the same. Take some time to see if you can flatten out the paper back to its original state. No matter what you may try, this paper won't be as flat or as smooth as it was when we first started. Even if you say sorry to it, it won't go back to its original state. This is a perfect example of what happens when bullying occurs. We may be able to go on with our day-to-day life, but there are still little crumples from the harmful times when bullying occurred. What can we take away from this activity? Remember that bullying is nothing to take lightly. The only real solution to end bullying is to not be a bully towards other people. And if you see someone being bullied, or if you've ever experienced bullying, say something. Sometimes people who are bullied frequently may find it harder to uncrumple themselves. Be a good friend to others, be kind, and uplifting. Do your part to help put an end to bullying. Let's review what was covered today. What is bullying? Bullying is when someone experiences repeated disrespectful actions by others. What does bullying look like, or what are the 4 types of bullying? They are physical aggression, verbal aggression, social alienation, and intimidation. What can you do about it? Use the report form and the bully box. If you see bullying, say something. Also, you can follow the P5s and be a good citizen to your fellow classmates. Thank you so much for your time and attention, and have a great school year.